Hi, welcome back. So in this video, we are going to discuss October 2023 variant 4.2. This is an IGCSE paper and we'll be trying to solve all the questions from trigonometry in this particular paper. So diagram shows a right angle triangle. Find the value of W. So we can see that the hypotenuse is 2t plus 3, that is C. And then the remaining two legs, we call them as legs. So they can be written as A and B. So for a right angle triangle, the theorem that we specifically use is Pythagoras theorem. And we know that that is equal to C square is equal to A square plus B square. We are trying to find out the value of T here. The question is to find the value of W. To find the value of W, we need the value of T. So let's put these values instead of C, 2t plus 3. So 2t plus 3 the whole square is equal to, instead of A we have T, so T square plus B is 5, so 5 square. 2t plus 3 the whole square we can expand the bracket here, 2t plus 3 into 2t plus 3. Let's first find out what is 2t plus 3 into 2t plus 3. So 2t multiplied by 2t will give you 4t square. And 2t multiplied by 3 will give us 6t. 3 multiplied by 2t will give us again 6t. And then 3 multiplied by 3 will give us 9. So this will become a quadratic equation. 4t square plus 60 plus 60 is 12t plus 9. Now this is 2t plus 3 the whole square. And we know that 2t plus 3 the whole square is equal to t square plus 5 square is 25. Instead of 2t plus 3 the whole square, we can write 4t square plus 12t plus 9 is equal to t square plus 25. Bring all the terms to one side. So 4t square plus 12t plus 9 minus t square minus 25 is equals to 0. 4t square minus t square, that will give me 3t square plus 12t. 9 minus 25. 9 minus 25 is minus 16 is equal to 0. Now, we can use the formula method here since we cannot solve this question by factorization. So let's go for formula method. Minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. This is the formula method. X is equal to. So here b is 12, so minus b will be minus 12 plus or minus root of b square. B is 12, 12 square is 144, minus 4 into a is 3 and c is minus 16. The whole thing divided by 2 into a. 2 into 3 is 6. This is minus 12 plus or minus root of 144. Minus 4 into 3 is minus 12. Minus 12 into minus 16. Let's put that in calculator. Minus 12 into minus 16 will give us 192. So that is positive 192 divided by 6. So this is minus 12 plus or minus 192 plus 144 will give us 336. So square root of 336 divided by 6. So this will be minus 12 plus or minus. Square root of 336 is actually 4 root 21. 4 root 21 divided by 6. I can see that 2 is common here. So I can take 2 outside. So 2 into minus 6 plus or minus 2 root 21 divided by 6. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 3 is 6. So now we have x as minus 6 plus or minus 2 root 21 divided by 3. So this can be either minus 6 plus 2 root 21 divided by 3 and minus 6 minus 2 root 21 divided by 3. We can ignore this value because this is a side length. Side length can never be negative. So let's see what the decimal value of this is. So minus 6 plus 2 root 21 divided by 3. When you check the value in decimal, when you put this in calculator and see the decimal expression here, that is 1.055. So we got the value for t. We got the value for t as 1.055. Now, the question was to find out w. 1.055 is my t here. So considering the angle w, what I have here is opposite side and the 5 is the adjacent side. So I'll go for tan here. Tan w is equals to, opposite is 1.055 and adjacent is 5. So, but we need w. So w will be tan inverse of 1.055 divided by 5. This will give us the answer tan inverse of 1.055 divided by 5. You'll get the answer as 11.9. 11.9 degrees will be your answer for the sixth question. So basically what we did here is we first used Pythagoras. So we used Pythagoras to get a quadratic equation. And now we've solved that quadratic by using formula method to get the value for t. So we know a quadratic equation will give you two values. So one was positive and the other one was negative. So we ignored that negative value because the side length can never be negative. So I got the value for t as 1.055. The question was to find out the angle w here. So considering this angle, we know the t value, that is 1.055, that is the opposite side. And I know the adjacent side is 5. So opposite and adjacent. When we use SOHCAHTOA, that is tan. So tan w is equals to 1.055 over 5. But the question is to find out w. So tan goes to the opposite side, right-hand side. It becomes tan inverse. Tan inverse of 1.055 over 5 is 11.9. So 11.9 degrees will be your final answer, corrected to 3 significant figures. Now let's move on to the next one here. That is question number 7 here from the same October 2023 variant 4.2. Here we have the diagram shows a right angle triangle PQR and R is 90 degrees. X is vertically above R. We can see X here. And the angle of elevation of X from P is 21 degrees. So angle of elevation, so from P to X, let's connect this. And it's given that the angle of elevation is 21. So angle of elevation means this angle here is 21 degrees. XR is equals to 2.8 meter and RQ is equals to 7.1 meter. Calculate the angle of elevation of X from Q. X from Q, this angle of elevation. So we need to join a straight line from X to Q, and we need this angle of elevation. I'll take this as theta here for the time being. Considering this angle theta, I know the opposite side, that is 2.8 meter. And then again, I know the adjacent side, that is 7.1 meter. So opposite and adjacent, that is trigonometric ratio tan is what we need to use here. So tan theta is equals to, opposite is 2.8 and adjacent is 7.1. We need theta. So theta will be, tan goes to the other side, it becomes tan inverse. Tan inverse of 2.8 over 7.1. When we put this in calculator, tan inverse of 2.8 over 7.1 will give us the answer 21.5. So 21.5 degrees. 21.5 degrees will be the answer. So this is a 2-mark question. So you can just put 21.5 over there. Now, next one is calculate the length PQ. To calculate the length PQ, I know we have the side RQ as 7.1. So we need the side length PR as well, so that I can use Pythagoras to find out what PQ is. So to find out PR, the angle 21 is given here, and then the opposite side is given 2.8. So I'll find out this adjacent side, that is PR. I'll find out adjacent PR. Considering this angle 21, opposite is 2.8, adjacent is what we need to find out. So again, we use tan. So tan 21 is equals to opposite is 2.8 and adjacent is PR. So we cross multiply this. PR into tan 21 is equals to 2.8. So PR will be 2.8 divided by tan 21. 2.8 divided by tan 21 will give me 7.3. So PR, we got it as 7.3. So PR is 7.3. Now, question was to find out PQ. So we use Pythagoras theorem. PQ square is equals to 7.3 square plus 7.1 square. So 7.3 square plus 7.1 square, when you put this in calculator, you'll get it as 103.6. 103.6. So this is PQ square. We need PQ. So to find out PQ, just square root of 103.6. So when you square root that value here, you'll get it as 10.179. I'll just 10.2 to 3 significant figures. So 10.2 centimeter will be our final answer for PQ. So now the next part here is to find out. Okay, so let me erase this first. So now this is the B part. Calculate the acute angle KML. Did we miss anything? No. So to calculate the acute angle KML. So this is the angle which they are finding out. KML. Now I think that I'll take this as theta here. I think we have to use sine rule here. Angle is given, the opposite side is there. Angle is given, the opposite side is there. Definitely it is sine rule. So 16.7 divided by the angle opposite to that is sine theta is equal to 9.1. The angle opposite to that is sine 32. Now, two fractions in between equal to sign always go for cross multiplication. So 16.7 into sine 32 is equals to 9.1 into sine theta. Multiplication of 9.1 goes to the other side. So 16.7 into sine 32 divided by 9.1 is equal to sine theta. Let's put the left-hand side in calculator. So 16.7 multiplied by sine 32 divided by 9.1 will give me 0.972, approximate 0.972 is sine theta. But I don't want sine theta, we need theta. So sine goes to the opposite side, it becomes sine inverse. Sine inverse of 0.972. So when you put that in calculator, sine inverse, you'll get the answer as 76.5 degrees. So theta will be 76.5 degrees. Calculate the acute angle KML. So 76.5 degrees is an acute angle. Acute angle means it's the angle between 0 and 90 degrees. So that's how we get the B part. So now let's move on to the C part. I think we have a C part as well. Yeah, C part has 3 subdivisions. Okay, let's start with the first one here. The area of the triangle ABC is 62.89 centimeters square. Show that the angle BAC is 28.4 degrees. So angle BAC, we need to prove that this is 28.4 degrees. Area of the triangle ABC is given as 62.89. Now, if two sides and the included angle is given, to find out the area of a triangle, we know the formula. Area of a triangle is equals to half. Let's say these two sides are A and B, and this angle, if we take it as theta, the formula to find out the area of the triangle is half of A into B into sine theta. This is what we are going to use here. Area of the triangle is already given there as 62.89. Half of A and B is given as 21.5 and 12.3. 21.5 into 12.3 into sine theta. We don't know whether we need to prove that it is 28.4, the theta value. For the time being, right now, we don't know. We need to prove that it is 28.4. So first we'll cross multiply this in 62.89 multiplied by 2. 62.89 multiplied by 2 will give us 125.78 is equals to 21.5 into 12.3. So 21.5 into 12.3 will give us 264.45 into sine theta. Take this multiplication of 264.45 to the opposite side, it becomes division. 125.78 divided by 264.45 is equals to sine theta. Now, let's divide this 125.78 divided by 264.45 will give me 0.475 approximately. 0.475 is equals to sine theta. Again, we don't want theta, we don't want sine theta, we want theta. So sine goes to the other side, it becomes sine inverse of 0.475. So let's just put that in calculator. Sine inverse of 0.475, you'll get the answer as 28.4 degrees. That is what we had to prove, and we proved theta as 28.4. So that is a 2-mark question. So I hope you understood this. Let's go to the second subdivision. Calculate the side length BC. To find the side length BC here, so basically this side length BC is what we need to find out. I'll just take it as C here. Now this angle, we already got it as 28.4. We can use cosine rule if we have two adjacent sides and the angle connecting them is given. Same like the previous one, the first subdivision. So we'll take this as A, we'll take this as B, and we'll take this angle as theta. To find out the side length BC, we'll use cosine rule. We know C square is equals to A square plus B square minus 2AB cos theta. So here A is 21.5, so 21.5 square plus B is 12.3, so 12.3 square minus 2 into 21.5 into 12.3 into cos 28.4. Going to put this entire thing directly into my calculator. So that is 21.5 square plus 12.3 square minus 2 into 21.5 into 12.3 into cos 28.4. When we put this in calculator, I'll get it as 148.3 approximately. C square is 148.3. But we don't want C square, we want C, so square root it. Square root of 148.3 will give us 12.17. So I'll just approximately take it as 12.2. 12.2, all the units is in centimeter. So we got the BC value as 12.2 centimeter. So that's how we get the side length BC. So second subdivision is done. Let's see if what happens in the third subdivision. So for third subdivision, they're asking us to AB is extended to a point D such that BDC is equals to 90 degrees. Calculate BD. So AB, the line AB is extended to till D such that angle formed over here D is 90 degrees, and we need to find out the distance BD. So in this case, this BD is what we need to find out. We know BC as 12.2. We got BC as 12.2 or 12.17. For the time being, I'll just take it as 12.17. 12.18 approximately, 12.18. And now, to find out BD, a right angle triangle we can use SOHCAHTOA, the trigonometric ratios, but we need at least one angle and one side to find out the missing side. I just have only one side here. I'll try to find out what this angle is. So, to find out this angle, I can first find out what this obtuse angle is, and then from 180, I subtract this. So, I'll take this as theta. Opposite side is 21.5. And then we know this angle we already got. This is 28.4. So I have this side length as 12.18. And opposite to that angle is given 28.4. So all the necessary things to use sine rule is already given there. So sine theta, opposite to theta, 21.5. So 21.5 over sine theta is equal to 12.18, opposite to it is 28.4. 12.18 divided by sine 28.4. So two fractions in between equal to sign, cross multiplication. So 21.5 into sine 28.4 is equal to 12.18 into sine theta. So let's put this in calculator. 21.5 into sine 28.4 will give us 10.226 approximately. So that is 10 point, I'll take it as 10.226 divided by 12.18 will give me sine theta, So divide 10.226 divided by 12.18 will give us 0.839. So sine theta is equals to 0.839. So theta will be sine inverse of 0.839. So let's see, sine inverse of 0.839, we'll get it as 57 degrees. 57 degrees approximately. But I can see that this angle is an obtuse angle. This angle is an obtuse angle. So it should be more than 90. Now, we know sine theta is same as sine 180 minus theta. So sine 57 is same as sine 180 minus 57. So what is 180 minus 57? That is 123. So sine 57 has the same value as sine 123. So since this is an obtuse angle, I'll take this as theta as 123. So that from 180, if I subtract 123, I'll get this angle as 57. We'll get this angle as 57. Now I can find out what BD is using SOHCAHTOA. Considering this angle 57, adjacent is what I need to find out, and hypotenuse is what we have. So in that case, we take cos. So cos 57 is equals to, adjacent we don't know, we'll take it as x. Hypotenuse is 12.18. So x will be 12.18 into cos 57. So 12.18 into cos 57 will give us 6.6, 6.63, 6.6. So 6.6 approximately will be my final answer. will be my final answer. 6.6 will be the length BD. So I hope you have understood this. Thank you for watching.